Hello, welcome. In this video, we'll be exploring how to create vector shapes. We're going to do this in order to develop some logo designs. So on the right side of the screen, you'll see I have a vector pencil, a vector cap from a cap and gown, and then we have this kind of a fluid dancer figure. Okay, so we're going to make all three of these in this lesson. We're going to start off by making the pencil. I'm going to set my colors to black and white. If they're not already set to black and white, begin there. We're going to go over to our tools palette and we're going to look over at the vector tools. I'm going to zoom in and show you exactly where I am. And over here, I'm putting my mouse over these tools. This one says rectangle tool. When you click on the sub menu with the right click, you'll see the rectangle, the rounded rectangle. We can adjust how round. The elliptical marquee tool, polygon tool, which means triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon, and so forth. And here we have a line tool, makes clear, crisp lines, and we have the custom shape tool. Today we're going to begin using the rectangle tool. Let me zoom back out so we can see our page. And if we look here, we see what I've done here is created this 3 graph bars to make the pencil. So here, we're not going to about working tight. We're just going to work on our page, and then later on we can adjust the size. So here I have one. What I can do now is I can simply take and make another one, or I can take and I can just tap on my screen, and it will give me another one the exact same size. And if I did it again, I'd get the exact same. So now I have 3 of them. Why did I do it that way? Because this way I don't have to think about the measurement of the width. I have exactly the width I want. So here I have the 3. Now I can click on each one individually. Click on the first one here. Path select. Here I am. And now I can take it and I can hit edit, scale, right? Transform path, right? Scale here. So I'll just hit that. Or Command C, and I'll make it a little bit shorter. Double click, and now I'll do the same thing over here. I'll grab this third one here, and I'll do the same thing. Edit, free transform, and I'll make it a little bit shorter. So now I've got the 3 in a row. That's up to you, how far you want to go. Now I've got the 3. Now notice here, let's zoom in on over here. Let's look at what's going on. Over here, I did that in 3 separate layers, but I really want them in the same layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the shift button, put them all together, and then I'm going to come together and merge the shapes. So now they're in one layer. So if you don't have them in one layer, please put them in one layer. Now, here we go, one layer. They work as one object. If I click on it, or if I click on all 3, if I want to make this a little bit thinner, which I think I do, I'm going to go over and say Edit, Transform. Now, if yours are fine, you don't have to, right? But I just decided to do that for mine. Make them a little bit thinner, and now I'm set to go. Now I need to do the lower part of my pencil. I'm going to use a triangle. And this time I actually want to go on a separate layer. So I'm going to click on the background layer. So then I know when I go here, I'll be starting a new layer. I'm going to go to my shapes. I could go to here and go to, where is it? The polygonal tool. And I can set the top here to the numbers up here. Instead of having it set to 5, set it to 3. And that's a way I can make a triangle. So let's show you that here. And the triangle is kind of all over the place if you don't know how to control that. If you hit the shift key, it'll kind of give you more of a straight triangle. So I'll do that. Now, even though I don't like the color right now, that's okay. So I'm going to take here, and I'm grabbing my path selection tool, and I can put this in place. And now it's not the right size I want. So I'm going to go over to hit edit. Again, free transform, Command T. And now I can bring the size in. And if I want to make it longer, I can do that. And so I'm basically setting it up here. Don't worry about the color just yet. Now, if you notice on the right here, what I have is I have a division here. So I'm going to make this division here as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to grab a rectangular tool, and up here at the top, I'm going to zoom in for you, I'm going to click on, instead of new layer, I'm going to say subtract from shape. That means when I come here with that rectangular tool, if I come across, I'm actually going to subtract from that. And now I want to make that permanent. So I'm going to take my path select tool, grab both objects, come to the top here where it says merge shape components. Right? So here at the top, see that again, I click here, merge shape components, and when I hit that, what will happen is those two objects will become one shape. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And now I just need to make the next triangle. So let's do that. I'm going to go back to my shapes, and I'm going to go back to my polygon, and I'm going to make a shape. Now remember, if I hit the shift key, I'll get pretty much a nice safe triangle, and then if I hit Command T, I can adjust the size for myself. So here, I probably like it a little bit longer. I can use my arrows to bring it up. Now I have what looks like a pretty cool triangle, right? So this is my bottom one. This one here, I'm going to show you here in the layers palette. I'm active on that one, and I'm going to change the color. So I click on it, I come up to the top, and I pick a color I'd like. And so now I've completed that image of the pencil. All right, pretty simple. Okay. Now we'll go on to the next shapes.